All righty.
Coach, opening remarks just about, wrapping up spring ball there for us.
Well, I thought we got better, and most importantly, came out of it healthy, and really proud of these young men and how they've approached it in the offseason. Wasn't an easy decision to not play, and really proud of them. We had 0 COVID test positive since they returned in January. We got to keep that going, and that's a tribute to these young men. It's a tribute to these trainers. And what they've done, but they've come out here this off season, we've gotten better, so I'm awfully proud of them.
Health is obviously the big thing, like you were just saying. I feel like we got to kind of emphasize that because these are thoroughbreds that have been sitting in the gate ready to go. Yeah. How hard was it to kind of keep them from, really banging into each other, here in April and May?
Well, let's start with our leadership. We got great leadership, guys that have been here some longer than I have, and some as long as I have. So we've got some older guys. And that's where it started. Started in the locker room. We got great leadership. I got a great coaching staff. I'm blessed to be a part of it. And those guys took the news and went with it. And it wasn't what they wanted to hear, but you know what? They turned the page. They knew where their target was, and never lost sight of it.
Talking about some of those guys that have been here a while, Dante Hendricks is obviously going to be a star. I mean, he's going to be the guy that everyone's going to circle when they come in and play Indiana State. Hey, how do we stop 8?
Yep.
He showed some signs today. I mean, yeah, it's a scrimmage, it's against other guys, but he showed some of that greatness today on the field too.
Well, there's no question. Dante Hendricks is a great player. But we got other really good players. And Dante is, in my opinion, the best wideout in our conference. And we got a pretty darn good running back. We got another group of good wide receivers. We got a great tight end. We got a great interior offensive line. And just really proud of those guys. And we got a lot of weapons. So it's not going to be just Dante Hendricks. He's a big part of it. But we got other guys too.
Coach, you mentioned, obviously, you've given guys like Anoke a lot of credit, Zach Larkin a lot of credit. We didn't get to see them today, but we did get to see P Peterson Curligran. You kind of mentioned there to Marty in your answer of how impressive Petey's been. What's been impressive about Petey really this whole spring from the beginning and then kind of seeing it come to fruition even more today?
Well, his consistency, and he and how he approached it from January on. And, he's had a great offseason. Best offseason he's had, and it shows out here. But he's got the ability to break one, every time. His protection has been, I'm most impressed with how he sticks his nose in there and protects. He catches the ball out of the backfield. He can do a lot of things back there, and I'm awfully proud of him.
Coach Switz has always asked about the physicality of the offensive line, need to improve. Where do you feel it's improved this spring in terms of being tough up front?
Well, I think the thing that we've got to continue to do is continue to develop depth. I'm awfully excited to watch our interior guys. We're still young at the tackle position. They're getting better each and every practice. We got to keep developing some depth, but it's going to start with our interior guys, with Isaiah Edwards, Jose Vasquez, who's guys played a lot of football, and we're going to run behind him. And Alvin's getting his opportunity. He's got to make the most of it, and he has. But we got to continue to develop these young guys.
Coach, on the quarterbacks between Gunnar, Curtis, and Anthony, what did you kind of think of their performance today?
Well, it's kind of been like that all spring. You've seen a lot of good things at times from each and every one of them. And the biggest thing that we're looking for is someone to take the lead. And they all do some good things. And we're just waiting for one of them to step ahead right now. I thought all 3 of them got better. You can see that Curtis's experience has helped him. The other 2 have really grown in the past year and improved every day, as Curtis has as well.
That was offensively, but defensively you got to be happy with the performance today too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys up front that can play. We're really deep. That's probably our strongest positions, the defensive line. Much like the O-line, we've got some good starters at linebacker. We got to keep developing some depth at that position. Feel really good about our secondary. Got a lot of guys that can go in there and play, and we're going to need all those guys. So, and I'm kind of jump ahead a little bit, but I've been excited with our special teams all spring. This wasn't something that you just saw the first, it was a one-day deal. It was 15 days of seeing what I've seen with my eyes with our punters, our kickers, and our long snapper, and don't forget our holder.
You've got some, local guys that, the community's going to be excited to see. Obviously, Dakota, he broke out his freshman year and showed that he was more than just a special teams threat. Goes into that wide receiver core that you were talking about. And then also, Austin's going to be a guy that's going to kind of go up there and hopefully spell Petey sometimes so that he's not having to carry the ball 40 times a game.
That's right. You guys do such a great job covering the local sports here. And, I know I've talked, Rick always similar is always I've been a big advocate of when he saw talent. And Dawson Basinger, he called me and said, "Hey, Coach, I think you got one." I said, "We're on him right now, I can tell you that." But Dawson is doing a great job for us. He's going to play for us. And really done a great job this spring. Of course, Dakota, he's as dangerous a kick returner. When he's got the ball in his hands as a wide receiver, he can make some things happen. Carter Herron's doing a great job for us. He's a young man that's really developed into a great left tackle. He's really grown. So we're really excited about those guys. Those guys are coming along. And Jack Shepard's really been playing. He's going to help us too. So, those are the guys right now locally that have done a really good job for us, and we're going to